Think about this. In the Garden of Eden, God's goal was the couple would be naked and not ashamed. They could share anything they needed. The deepest, deepest needs, and not be ashamed. Now, there are different levels of communication that take place in a marriage. I'm going to read out something for you that I thought was interesting. There is, the first thing in communication is we share facts in marriage. Then we go to a deeper level where we share opinions and convictions and feelings. And number 3, we'll share our deepest needs. And in great marriages, the couple is able to share their deepest needs. Now, please understand, facts have a place in marriage. Let's say your husband and wife is communicating, and the husband says, or the wife says to the husband, you know, the son doesn't have school today. That's just a fact. It doesn't require an emotional response. There's no emotions involved, it's just a fact. Or we have a meeting today, it's at 10 o'clock. Or the wife says to the husband, I think our home needs some painting. Just a fact. And husbands and wives, we communicate all the time like that, right? Just giving facts. Facts help us to understand what to do in life, how to care for the home, how to take care of the kids. Just facts going back and forth. But a good marriage goes beyond the facts. In marriage, because we're so close to each other, we go into something which is very important. What do you think about who you should get for the painting? What do you think about how at school the kid should go to? Now you come to 2 people making a decision, sometimes coming from different, and we agree on many points together, but because we're 2 different people, a husband and wife, we might see issues a little differently. But when you express an opinion, you have to remember that my husband and wife have a very valid opinion. And if I respect what they're trying to communicate from their point of view, then it's a great thing. Now, most conflicts happen, I want to read this to you, it is the level of expressing opinions and convictions and feelings that most conflicts arise. When married couples begin to share opinions and convictions and their feelings, disagreements can develop, which can escalate sometimes into arguments. Yet this is not necessarily bad or unhealthy thing, as long as both sides respect one another and remain willing to work out their disagreements in love. We'll spend a whole bunch of time discussing conflict. Then there's a 3rd level, and listen to this level. This is the level where a couple can communicate their deepest needs. But only when a couple has invested in each other. When a couple has really given each other time, when they've laid down their lives for each other, when they have spent quality time, when they've played the role of the servant lover and the romantic lover, and they've given each other deposits of time, a couple now knows they can trust each other completely. And in this amazing, wonderful level of commitment, a husband and wife can communicate their deepest needs to one another. Sometimes those deepest needs are just understood. The need for a quiet time, the need for space, the need for affection, the need for encouragement. I come back sometimes from a long day at work and my wife wants to talk about something, and I would just say to her, hon, I just need a little time. I need a little space. Or I'm getting ready for something really important, and I would say to her, I need quiet right now. I just need quiet. I just need to focus in. And she understands right away, because what we're doing is significant for each other and the roles we play. My wife will sometimes say to me, can you come and sit down and talk with me? And sometimes she's got this joke with me. When I'm busy, I'm studying, she will say to me, I'll say, I'm busy right now getting a message. She says, well, if you talk to me for 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you God's going to anoint your message better. But sometimes we do. She just needs somebody to talk with. She wants me to talk with her. There are days when we need affection. There are days when we just need quiet time. There are certain needs that are very deep in our hearts. But when you've built that relationship and invested that relationship with your spouse, you can communicate something that's very deep down, that's meaningful to you. You can say, honey, I have this need right now. that you will understand. Somebody was going through our marriage series and said, Pastor, I understand what you're saying, but I don't have that relationship with my spouse, and sometimes what you're saying makes me feel very sad because I don't have it. But don't give up. Because many times the things that we are working through take months and years of investment of love and deposits of love that we're putting into each other. So at the deepest level, we want to communicate at the deepest level, where we can bear our souls to each other and we absolutely know that we have unconditional acceptance in that relationship. Okay?